though. But does finish him off. Gets 2. Gets 3. What a hit that hits him 65%. Wow! And does it go in? It goes in! It goes in!
The line swing 5-1. 2 4v1. 5-4v none.
Good evening, Pio Nation. I hope you're doing well tonight. My name is Matt Williamson.
And I'm Corey.
And you are watching Marietta College Esports. So we are here in the playoffs. That's right, playoffs. Our Valorant team is going up against Morningside University in the quarterfinals. So it's win, you move on, you lose, you go home, end of season, end of story, goodbye. But of course, the Pioneers have been working hard and they want to move on in this tournament.
Pioneers persevere. We are in a little bit of a losing streak, but there's no better time to go on a winning streak than right now.
Yeah, I mean, they set themselves up pretty well to qualify for the playoffs, but as you said, they had some very difficult matchups the past few weeks, so we're going to see if they were able to learn from those and how they do in tonight's matchup. We're already in lobby, so they should be starting any time now. So that means we need to get through all of our announcements like now. So first of all, who is going to be playing tonight? So starting, I'm just going to go down the line. We're going to have senior Austin Mosh, Austin A60 playing. We're going to have sophomore Trey Johnson Pelican playing. We're going to have sophomore Drew Martin Nihil playing. We're going to have sophomore Zachary Simpkins OP Knees playing, and we're going to have our captain junior Ian Wanhus McLovin playing. We also have freshman Ian Hufford Magic Ninja maybe coming in or maybe commentating. We'll see how things go. And of course, we have our head coach Derek Games Grump. So that is who will be playing in tonight's match. A few other announcements. So I will mention that technically our BSN team store is up, but we're having a couple little hiccups with it. So we're going to try to get those worked out first. And then once they have them up, we will get the social media post and the link where you can purchase all that good Marietta Esports swag. So don't worry, it will be coming out soon. But in the meantime, of course, just going over the schedule for this week, we have playoff after playoff after playoff because not only did our Valorant team advance to the playoffs, but our Rainbow Six team advanced to the playoffs, and they'll be playing Wednesday against Arkansas State University at 8 o'clock. And on Friday, our Overwatch team will have their quarterfinal match against Arkansas Tech University. We're playing a lot of Arkansas schools here in the playoffs. So they'll be playing on Friday at 8 o'clock. So be sure to come back for that. Now, if you're wondering about Fortnite, who also qualified, they'll be playing the following Thursday. So only 3 of our 4 teams are going to be competing next week. And hopefully all 4 of our teams will be competing next week because we're hoping that all of our teams will advance to the semifinals. But all right, of course, we're always looking for more students for our esports program, whether it's our varsity titles of Fortnite, League of Legends, Overwatch 2, Rainbow Six, Rocket League, Smash Brothers, and Valorant. Of course, we have our facility here on campus. You've seen some footage of them during our pre-streams and our breaks. We have coaches for several of our teams. We have opportunities to help for students to be involved, whether it's through leadership opportunities, whether it's through commentating, broadcasting, but they help in a variety of ways. And of course, scholarships are available for high school seniors and college transfers. For more information, go to our link tree at linktr.ee/Marietta Esports, where you can follow us on all of our social media channels. You can also follow us here on Twitch. We are at 799 followers on our Twitch channel. Will you make it? Will you be our 800th follower on Twitch? That would be amazing. But you can follow all of our social media channels by going to our link tree for that information. Now, speaking of tryouts, of course, we do have tryouts for high school seniors and college transfers. We have in-person tryouts. Our next in-person one will not be for a while. Won't be until February, but we do have online tryouts that we're doing on a regular basis. So you just got to make sure you fill out the recruitment forms and the tryout forms and schedule it to say you want to do it online. Join our Discord server, and then we will arrange that time with you. The QR codes are on your screen. We have this. The links are on our social media channel as well. Speaking of Twitch from earlier, thank you all for your support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. And thank you for subscribing to our channel. It is one of the main ways that we generate revenue to help support our students. As a reminder, if you have Amazon Prime, there's this wonderful thing called Prime Gaming, where you can actually help support our program for free. You don't have to pay any extra all you have to do is just make sure that you connect the accounts and then check the box that says subscribe. But we're going to go ahead and get things underway in this best of 3 series. And it is going to be Haven first for the Pioneers. And interesting, I don't know if this is a recent update, but we're actually seeing what the Pioneers are picking.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was an update relatively recently, so I mean, this is a great change. I like being able to see what we're picking instead of just being on a blank screen.
Yeah. I mean, we are on the coach view just for competitive integrity, and we are on a 3-minute stream delay as well for competitive integrity. I'm not saying that anyone necessarily stream sniping or give away any information, but we want to make sure that no shenanigans go on here. So we do see the composition. Anything stand out to you?
Honestly, we're seeing a bit of a similar comp. The main thing is the opponents here. They're gonna have Sova and Gecko, so they're gonna have a double initiator comp, while Marietta is going a bit more aggressive with a double duelist comp with Jet and ISO coming in. ISO, a bit of a new pickup for Austin. I think he played it last time, but he used to play different duelists, but I'm guessing he found his groove on ISO. We'll get to see what he's able to do, and it also seems like what's the university name?
Morningside.
Morningside.
yeah, think of like morning, like good morning.
Morning. Okay, Morningside. They're looking like they're gonna have a bit more of an information-based comp. I mean, Gecko, Sova, and Cypher are all pretty great at getting intel, and we'll see Marietta probably play a bit more aggressively since they have 2 duelists and a little bit less information. And we'll see them start the round running onto A site.
Yeah, they're going to be charging straight in. And already 2 down by the Pioneers. Nihil and Pelican take down 2. And they're going to start planting. Marietta will get the plants. So now can they hold? And it's something that we've kind of noticed for the past couple of games. The Pioneers has had trouble to defend the plants after they get the spike down. So we'll see if they've been able to make some improvements. I mean, we're already seeing they're kind of holding different angles to see if Morningside comes in from any direction.
And they saved a bit of utility to hold it as well as the Omen goes down. Nice kill from Pelican with some help from Omen as well. McLovin finds one, gets figured out, and that's all down to a 1 versus 4 for the Morningside Cypher. But I don't think they're going to push in. I mean, they might just because it's only pistol round. They might also just try and die the spike. Oh no, they peek out from heaven, get a kill on Nihil, but they're not going to be able to defuse. And the round will certainly end in favor of Marietta.
Pelican tried to get away, but was not able to do so. So Austin is the sole survivor of their round, but it is still goes to the Pioneers.
Yeah, really good start for them. Like you said, especially in that game against Nazareth, if you watched it a while ago, oftentimes Marietta would get a plant down and then they would all crumble as soon as the retake came in. But the main thing I think is that because Morningside were trying to hold on to A site, they actually lost 2 of their players and Marietta was up in a 5 versus 3. So it made it a lot more playable. Usually Nazareth would have all their 5 players back and they would all play retake together. But we'll see if they go with a different strategy as Marietta runs up on a B site. A nice trade coming out. It's a 4 versus 4. As the rest of the team looks to push in. Lots of flashes coming in. Nihil going on the site. Nihil finds one. Austin finds one. The duelists are doing their job. It's a 4 versus 2. The round will slow down a little bit. Austin gets one. Nice headshot on the Sova. And it's all down to the Cypher once again. He was the last alive before. He's the last alive again. Will he have learned his lesson? Nope. OP knee sits him down.
All right. And while that's going on here, we can announce that we have met the 800 follower goal. We don't have the sound. We're going to go. But thank you for that. We have hit 800 followers on Twitch. Thank you so much for your support. We truly appreciate it. So now we're going to have to hit the next goal. Can we get to 900 followers?
In one stream!
Yeah, there we go. One stream. Let's make it happen. Let's see if we get 900 followers. But thank you guys so much. We do truly appreciate it. You picked a great time to be watching a match here with the playoffs. But they're going to go straight for Site B once again. And we're seeing Nihil going straight in, shooting through the smoke. And Mary's going to immediately take the site and plant. So once again, can they hold it? This time, everyone from Morningside is up. So Marieta's got to be very careful. They got to make sure they're not making any mistakes. And Pelican does get taken down. And it's a 1-for-1 trade. Austin is going to end up falling. Does get a pick before he gets taken down. So now it's going to be up to OP Needs and McLovin. OP Needs gets one. McLovin falls, so OP Needs is all that's left. So Morningside is going to be able to retake it. They were able to buy this time, so they did have the gun advantage.
Yeah, it's still kind of unfortunate. I think it was a good play that they went B site because it's a little bit more close range. So Morningside wasn't able to make quite as much use of their guns advantage as they probably wanted to. But I think the main thing was at the very end we saw Nihil and the rest of his team. They were on opposite sides of the site, which sometimes can work in your favor if you're able to pinch the attackers, or I guess in this case they're actually just retakers when they come onto site. But unfortunately they weren't able to coordinate that in time, and it ended up just being a bunch of like isolated 1v1s and 1v2s, which Marietta was not able to clutch up in. But we'll see them switch up their tactics, running over to A site this time. All the utilities coming out, they're using that smoke to get onto site. Shoots the Sova dart. Surely Morningside know they're coming. There's a smoke onto heaven as the rest of the team are going to look to run in with a flash, and ooh, lots of deaths coming out from Marietta. That was not good. It's 2, and it's 1 actually left from Marietta after a lot of spam came through as Marietta ran onto site. OPN's looking to find him, gets 1, gets 2. That's huge, but he gets taken.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 1v5. That's really difficult, but it just seems like Marietta was charging in, and they were just not looking their corners, but they just got picked off one after another. So they're going to have to rethink their strategy on how they approach a site so they don't get picked off like that.
Yeah, this is pretty dang close to what we've been seeing them struggle with. It seems like they're really good at like rushing on to a site, but as soon as like the opponents kind of figure out what they're doing, Marietta has a bit of a hard time adapting. So I'm hoping they have some kind of a different strategy to counteract that, especially since Morningside basically just spammed them as soon as they ran out of site. Marietta didn't get any site control whatsoever.
Yeah, and we're seeing that Marietta has to econ this round, and that was something that was talked about before the game as well, that the Pioneers need to work on changing up their strategies. As you say, if they're doing the same thing over and over again, Morningside's going to be able to pick that up and take advantage of it. So Marietta is going to have to know when to play much slower. They can't just be going all in every single round.
And they'll see that Cypher trip. They're not going to break it yet until they're ready to execute, or they might be able to get under it. I don't think so, though. They're probably going to have to end up breaking it. There's some shots coming out. I don't think they broke it yet. There's a smoke in garage as Pelican's dog is clearing site as best as it can. They see Cypher on site. They're running him down. OP Knees and Nihil. Nihil gets the headshot and finds the kill. As they'll get the plant down. It's a 4 versus 5. It's still dangerous for Marietta. They're going to have to either control site or play for the spike, explosion. As we'll see McLovin on the flank. He sees one in garage. He sees the Omen as well. A bit of a bad timing for him there. As the rest of the team, 4 versus 4, they're holding site. They're going to try to not get separated through these smokes. There's a silver dart, comes out, finds OP Knees. Here comes Morningside. They're coming onto site. OP Knees TPs above the Omen. That's a really nice reposition from him as the rest of the team's going to fight on site. He's going to have to reposition. Get out of the line of sight from Gecko and Sova.
Yeah, that teleport was absolute clutch. He gets 1. Almost got the second. I think they were able to buy enough time, so they're going to get out of there.
Ooh. Yeah, and he lives on 5 HP. That was a really clutch round for him.
Yeah, I mean, he was getting shot out during the teleport, but was able to get out of there and take down the other Omen. So that's exactly what Marietta needs to get back into this. So they are going to be able to full buy. So let's see if they can use that to their advantage.
Yeah, it seems like OpenE is starting to make a bit of a name for himself with this teleports. At the beginning of the season, he did another teleport play where he teleported away from a Razor right as it hit him, and he survived and clutched the round. So maybe we'll see a couple more signature Omen teleport plays from OpenEs in this game as they'll go over towards Seaside again. There's the enemy ult.
Yeah, I was about to say, with 7 ults online, it's just a matter of time if anyone's going to start using him. Nihil getting an early pick onto Gecko is huge. Although Nihil does get concussed. OpenD's trying to shoot through and does get through the wall. And Marietta is going to go straight onto the site. McLovin's going to pop his ultimate to spot where everyone else is. Nihil taking down quite a few, and they get, oh my goodness, just Nihil with a 3K on the Jet, taking down the other one.
Yeah, he shut him down out of nowhere. That ultimate was actually very clutch from McLovin there too, because Nihil didn't know where they were. Maybe he heard some footsteps, but because of that ultimate, he's able to know exactly where they were, and he used that opportunity to strike. And we'll see Marietta, they're going to be on a full buy. They still have 2 ultimates to work with, but of course Morningside has a couple ultimates of their own to work with. Their own Cypher ult, and hey, they're 1 off a Gecko ult, that one's pretty important too. Austin off 1, and Pelican off by 2 as they'll go over towards A site this time, dodging.
Yeah, they're going to go for their rush strat again. And now they're going to dodge the Silva ult. See, McLovin does take it. Nihil does end up falling. Although it's trades left and right, but it's just 2 left for the Pioneers. 2v3 definitely is possible, but you're going to have to be extra careful here.
I know exactly where you are.
And
yeah, with that ultimate coming out, it was pretty much a gone over round because Marietta was still pushing up. As soon as that ultimate comes out and you're pushing up into a site where you know where nobody is, like the site's a complete mystery. If they know where you are, they're probably just going to peek out of anywhere instantly and they can just like pre-fire you. They don't even have to worry that much about aiming. So.
yeah. Now, they did burn a couple ults to do that. Marietta does have 4 of their other ults ready, so we'll see if they can use it to try to extend their lead. It's round 8, so we just got a few more rounds before we'll swap sides. So Marietta wants to try to have that advantage going into defense.
And they'll go over towards B site. As we saw a couple of rounds ago, they're switching up the sites quite a lot. The ice ult comes out. I don't think it found anybody, though. Nobody was on site. Nihil finds one. The Omen, he was already a bit low thanks to Sky. As we'll see at Morningside, they're going to look for a retake soon. Marietta, they're playing at 2 up front, 2 in the back, or sorry, 3 in the back, as they have a bit of a setup on site. It's a 4 versus 5 for them. They have a couple ultimates to work with too. Ooh, nice shot, but he gets traded out. Ooh, a bunch of trades coming out. It's a 3 versus 2 now. Nihil and Pelican go down. There's the ultimate from the enemy Gecko. Doesn't find anybody. Nice shooting from Opini, takes down the ultimate before it can catch anybody. Now the rest of the team, they're going to be wary of the retake incoming. Opini shoots the person defusing, and McLovin ends the round for Marietta.
Yeah, just a great job by McLovin to get the trade. Opini was able to set it up, so Marietta will extend their lead.
And we're seeing a bit of a maybe early timeout, but I can definitely see it coming out from Morningside. They're only down by 2, but they've also struggled a little bit on some of Marietta's plays after they get a plant down.
Mm-hmm. And they are allowed, we did double check the rules. I mean, you are allowed a timeout per side. So, I mean, they could use another timeout later on if they wanted to. So, it's pretty advisable to maybe use 1 timeout on defense, 1 timeout on offense. Shout outs to the Office of Admission for joining us. So, thank you for joining us here on the stream and supporting the Pioneers, and especially Trey. We'll be sure to pass that along to him in between the games so he knows that you are there cheering him on.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if Marietta is going to switch up their shards. We saw one round where they decided to go slow, and then the rest of the rounds they were rushing, and I think that change of pace definitely helped them get back into the groove of things, and I think they've actually also been doing a pretty good job at dodging where Morningside is heavily stacked on defense. We'll see a lot of times Marietta is able to get onto the site pretty easily with only 2 defenders on it.
And I think their pace can also depend on, do they get those early picks? I mean, we saw here that in that last round, Nihil got that early pick, and that gave Pioneers the green light to go straight in and plant the spike. So if they can get that number of advantages, that's when we see that they're just picking up steam. So we'll see if they can continue that same approach with this one. But they're already going real slow with this one.
Yeah, they're very cautious of what Morningside might have been dreaming up during that timeout. And they're going to make sure their flank is covered with their own Cypher trip as they push onto A site. Last time they did this, it was a bit of a disaster for them, so we'll see if they take a different approach. It's already looking like a lot slower. They're going to try and clear their corners efficiently. Sees the Sova, doesn't get the kill though. Flash comes out for Nihil. He dashes on the site. Nice headshot. Nihil finds 2. That's huge for Marietta. It's a 2 versus 4 already. Pelican finds the Jet. Now the round will slow down a little bit as the other defenders are probably rotating from another site. And Marietta will look to hold on to their guns, their lead, and the round.
Yeah, they hear them coming by. Pelican is going to be trying to scout.
And Nihil is ready to peek early. He's got a bit of an aggressive angle. OP Knees finds them as they push near Haven, and Nihil finds Bean Bun.
Yeah. So, I mean, that timeout actually worked more in favor for Marietta to be able to talk how they want to handle things. But it is now 6-3, Pioneers in the lead in this playoff match. And right now their econ's in really good shape. And technically, even for Morningside, their econ is in pretty good position too.
Yeah, I mean, if they lose this next round, it could be a bit dangerous for them. And Merida will certainly start to snowball if they win this round. But I would say Morningside's strategy was a bit strange. I think some of them pushed up really far into sewers to try and catch Merida pushing. But it didn't work out for them, as we'll see Marietta switch up their strategies. Another slow push, Nihil finds Bean Bun once again as they push into Garage this time and probably positioning towards C-Site, shoots the Cypher Trip. There's the utility coming out from the rest of the team as Nihil, he comes in, he shoots the other Cypher Trip, and Merida's got sight in a 5 versus 4. Nihil, he is down to low HP as Austin notes that some people are shooting back at him. He's gonna hit him with a vulnerable, and unfortunately Nihil gets taken down. Austin taking some shots from the side, and now OP Knees, he had a bit of a off angle there, isn't able to work with it. Smoke to reposition, but Cypher is ready for him. Austin finds one. Unfortunately, Pelican and Austin also go down. McLovin gets a kill, and now it's a 2 versus 1. This is still winnable. Lots of smokes coming out. You know where the spike is planned. He can spam it, but he gets taken down by the Jet.
Yeah, it's just a good attempt there, but unfortunately they just got lost on the retake.
Yeah, I think, honestly, for me, the key thing that I noticed at the very end was OP Knees smoked to the left side. Basically, he smoked on top of the spike. And if he had smoked that garage hallway instead, he actually wouldn't have died from that angle because the Cypher wouldn't be able to see him. So a bit of an unfortunate scenario for him, for the Cypher to be peeking out at that exact moment. But it was still a pretty close round for them nonetheless, as we'll see them position towards B-side this time.
Alright, but we do see McLovin does have his ultimate up. Nihil has had his ultimate for a while and has not decided to use it. It is 2 rounds before the side swap, so I would think Marietta is going to want to take advantage of utility. They're going to be going straight for site B, and they do have control over it, so they're going to start planning. McLovin does get a pick onto the Gecko. They're going to take out the drone. So now they're going to just try to see if they can defend this. They spot out the Jet. Nihil takes down 2, actually, the Sova and Omen, although OP Knees does end up going down. But it's still a 4v2. Pelican did take a couple hits, but he is okay, still standing. Meanwhile, McLovin kind of staying from a distance for any possible flanks. Nihil with a 3K, may be looking for a 4th, but I don't know. This I'm going to guess this Jet might decide to save here, knowing it's a 1v4.
Yeah, thankfully Merida knows where they are, so Nihil can be a little bit cautious. He knows that the other Jets are around here somewhere. Of course, she might have run away even further than we think, as Nihil will clear some corners, get away from the spike, and unfortunately,
he tried, but that's unfortunate.
Yeah, he was not ready for the Jet to just be sitting up there waiting for him, but Merida still wins the round, so I mean, it's not that big a deal.
But yeah, that's the last round. We have 5 ultimates among both teams available. So we're going to see some sparks fly in this round. Everyone's going to know where everyone's at for sure.
Yeah, especially we see Morningside, their players are 2 away. So, I mean, both of those ultimates are potentially going to happen in this round as well. Certainly Bean Buns would help out Morningside a lot, but we'll see a bit of a different smoke come out from Morningside. They're trying to stop Merida from pushing onto A-site early with some additional Omen utility coming out. Oh, there's 2 pushed up into sewers. OP Knees doesn't expect it, and now Merida's going to have to regroup. It's only Austin picking into sewers alone. He's got a bit of an off angle, though. He'll try and catch any attackers looking to push up. Nihil finds a nice headshot with his knives as they position to take A-site. Ooh, he gets taken out from the side from the Omen in Hell. And Austin will look to support his team with Pelican pushing up. He's going to flash. There's the flash as they push onto site. Austin finds one. Pelican finds one. It's a 1 versus 2 now. McLovin 1 versus 1 against Bean Bun. Can he do it this time? Nice shot!
And a huge headshot there from McLovin.
That was a nice cleanup from McLovin. He came in after his teammates. He got the trades he needed to win Marietta the round.
So now Marietta will be on defense 8-4. A very good first half for the Pioneers. They just need 5 rounds to take this. So now we're going to see how they do on defense.
Yeah, and we've seen McLovin. We were just talking about him, but of course he's the Sentinel typically, so he's pretty adept at his Cypher setups, as we'll see a trip come out. You know, he's going to have his full utility pretty much on C site, as we'll see them spread out quite a bit. 2 towards A, just Omen on B site, and Nihil taking probably an aggressive peek in Garage. So we'll get to see who sees who first. And there it is, Nihil, he's taking a bit of an aggressive angle. See if he peeks out. There's a lot of utility coming out, but he gets taken down by the Omen. Austin, he heard some people towards A site. He saw some utility, especially from Soba. OPNE smoking off B site. And it's looking like Marietta isn't sure where they're going to go. I'm not too sure either. They could be anywhere right now.
Well, if they're going to go to C, then the tripwire would catch it, but that doesn't seem to be the case.
But here's some footsteps. OPNEs is very cautious of any peeks that might come out. Austin's ready to swing off him as soon as they come through. Doesn't see anybody on C site. Pelican finds a nice shot onto Flamingo on A site as the rest of the team's looking to execute. Pelican's holding it alone. He runs off site just in time, and Austin comes in to help him. Austin and Pelican on site. They're going to look to take back the site. Here they go. One's in Hell. Bean Bun takes him down. Bean Bun finds 2. OPNEs finds 1. It's all on to McLovin. Once again, a 1 versus 2. He's going to have to clutch up again for his team. They're looking to peek together, but McLovin denies it. It's a 1 versus 1 again. McLovin, can he make use of his skills to take down his copy? He finds
does! And he does have enough time to defuse. So Marietta will take another round. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba! We're loving it!
Yeah. I mean, McLovin is really coming in clutch. He's clutched at least 3 rounds on his own at the very end. So making a bit of a star-studded performance for himself.
Yeah, so just another advantage for the Pioneers. So kind of that bonus round, they will be able to upgrade their weapons. Meanwhile, Morningside will have to econ here. Not much they can do. So we'll see if Marietta can continue that momentum. Right now, 9-4.
Yeah, and looking like they're going to go for the same setup that worked last time. Why not try it again? Probably don't want to rely on McLovin too much, though, as we'll hope that Marietta takes a bit of an early lead. Lots of utility coming out on a bunch of the sites, so a bit unsure of where they're going to go. But Pelican, I think, just cleared a bunch of A site, and they see some utility coming out on B site as OPNEs is going to back up. He gets killed though. Nihil finds a trade on to the other Omen. Now it's Marietta in a 4 versus 4. They're going to have to retake. Nihil's a little low, but still definitely possible. Sees a Gecko. Nice spray control there as Austin will look to peek in with his team. Here they go. Nice. No, look. Nihil finds another one. It's a 4 versus 1, yeah.
And Marietta is using 2. They're using 2 ops with this one.
Yeah, I mean those were Marshalls, but I mean it's the same idea. It's a sniper rifle.
I mean it's a sniper rifle. This is how much I know about the game. I see a sniper rifle, I immediately think it's an op.
Yeah, and the key thing with the key difference, or one of the key differences, obviously the op will one-shot somebody if they hit them.
Well, they did kind of one-shot technically.
Yeah, the Marshall was either they didn't buy shield or they were already low. The Marshall only does like 100 or so, unless you do a headshot. If it's a headshot, it'll full kill. But anyways, the important part is Austin with the Marshall. You saw him not scope it at all, and the Marshall's actually like pretty much as accurate as a rifle, except you only got one shot really to work with. As we'll see them with the same setup once again, except a little bit different. No wins in Garage this time to start off with.
Cover going out.
We'll see Nihil look to hold it this time. He was ready in case Morningside was looking to push onto C site. We'll see some smokes come out from OP knees. He's going to position himself more towards A in case they're going to make a quick push onto A site like they tried to last time. Austin, he's holding a one-way provided by OP knees, and we'll see them position more towards A site. They know nobody's on C because the cyber utility is still there, and yep, there's the push coming on to A site. Smokes coming out. They're trying to stop the push. Pelican sees the Sova, doesn't take him down though. And now it's a 4 versus 5 for Marietta. They're not on site either. They're gonna have to retake this somehow. They still have their smokes alive, thankfully. And Nihil's actually on the flank as well, as Austin tries to get an early peek. Doesn't get anything though. Nihil looking to find one. OP Knees finds one on his own. McLovin finds one on his own. Nihil dashes through, gets the gun that was dropped by him. Nihil finds a headshot. OP Knees kills Flamingo. Meritta's turning this around. It's now a 3 versus 1. They know where the Gecko is. Nihil's probably going to peek out. Nice headshot by him.
Great trade there by Nihil, just to kind of bait out the Gecko. And Marietta will take another round here with less than 4 seconds remaining, but they still get it.
Yeah, it was maybe a little closer than they wanted to. Of course, they had to retake the whole site, and they were down a player. So, I mean, that was pretty impressive for them, I'd say.
So OP Knees does have his ultimate ready. 2 ultimates are ready for Morningside here. 11-4. Marietta has everything they need right now.
Yeah, and Nihil is gonna be one off his ultimate, so I mean it'd be really cool if he got it, and you know maybe he'll end this game off at the very end of the round. Of course, if they win this, they'll just be on match point. They won't win it yet, but McLovin seeing a dart fly onto site, he shoots it before he can really scan much. He sees 2 position over towards C as his teammates will come over, as they'll be a little bit more spread out, but McLovin's got OP Knees on his side on C site now. The smokes delaying Morningside's push, as it sounds like they say they're just shooting with the ghost. Nihil, he sees one, nice not a headshot, but he does still take down the Sova. And now Morningside against the wall, 4 versus 5. They don't rotate. Nihil finds a spray, takes down Bean Bun. A lot of smokes going on, or flashes going on, but Nihil's going to check garage with a flash from his teammate. Doesn't see anybody though. They're going to make sure that Morningside isn't rotating. OP Knees noting some shots coming onto site, but there's no push from Morningside yet. It's unclear what they're doing. Austin, he's holding down B site, as
30 seconds
they won't see anyone there either. They're going to run over towards A. Pelican leading the charge. 3 on A now.
Yeah. Great teleport by OP Knees. They do get the spike plant, but able to take down 2. And Pelican's going to finish off the last one, so they will be able to disable. So great read by the Pioneers, expecting Morningside to rotate over to site A.
Yeah, I mean, they've been doing really well so far in this game, and Morningside, at the very end there, we saw how OP Knees got 2 kills, and it seemed like the person that was planting the spike was like completely unaware that OP Knees was even there, so maybe a bit of communication difficulties coming from them. I'm not sure though.
But we are at game point for the Pioneers. If they take this, they will take the map. And right now, the momentum is on their side. They've taken 4 rounds in a row on this side. 6 rounds in a row unanswered by Morningside.
Yeah, I mean, Morningside's going to have to pull something crazy out. I think last time they did a bit of a save round so that they can buy in case they lost it. But Marietta's going to look to stop this. A bit of a different setup. McLovin on his own on A site this time. Of course, he's the Sentinel, so he's allowed to do that. And it seems like they're quite spread out. Marietta's seeing some util all across the map. Austin checking C-Long on his own. Ooh, McLovin hears some people on A site. They might be looking to execute there. They broke a trip, but nobody's sure. As Marietta's just looking to hold on to what they've got, not lose any advantage that they might be able to gain. Nihil's shooting through the box, making sure nobody's there. He sees a Silver Dart come out. They know the Silva's probably somewhere near B now. Thankfully, 3 of them are already towards that site. Austin taking Garage on his own, and now the rest of the team, I mean, they have yet to see Morningside really much at all. Austin's going to go check Seaside Pelicans holding down A. And they're seeing shooting coming from all directions. McLovin, he's might peek somebody here. I'm not sure though. They're going to wait to see where the plant might come out. There's some pushing going over on A site. Watch out, McLovin. You two gotta stay alive. You and Pelican. Pelican's getting shot. McLovin finds a nice headshot on Flamingo. Finds another headshot on the Silva. That was a really nice kill there. Oh, he gets taken down by the other Cypher and the rest of his team. 3 versus 3 thanks to his heroics. They'll go on site openings with his teleport. Nihil. He's going to try and support Austin on the defuse. There's the ultimate coming from Morningside. They're going to try and stop the... Oh, they don't get the ultimate off Nihil!
And shot right through! And Marietta will take it!
Wow, really nice denial from Nihil there. He shot the ultimate to stop the stopping of the defusal. And he also killed the Omen who tried to stop the defuse. So, I mean, he really won that round at the end there for him.
Yeah, that was just huge from Nihil. You're even seeing finishing that map at 25-10-2, top of the leaderboard in that. But just an impressive game by the Pioneers, 13-4. I mean, just going down the other KDAs here. OP Knees 14-11-9, McLovin 15-8-4, Pelican 9-10-6, Austin at 6-10-3. But really, the story has just been how well Marietta was able to adapt their play styles.
Yeah. Last time, I think, in the past couple of matches, that's been their key heel, that they've had to learn how to adapt to things and not just all rushing in on one time. And we see them try and press their advantage and not take a disadvantage when they don't have to. So I'm hoping that they'll be able to take this next game in the series.
Yeah. So, all right. I don't remember what the next map is.
I think it's Bind.
It's Bind? Okay. And I think Marriotta's attacking first in that one as well. But I know everyone's going to be taking a quick break. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break ourselves. So don't go away. Pioneers are up by 1. We'll see if they can close out the series in the next map. But right now, we'll just be back in a few minutes. All right, and welcome back. We are getting into game 2, so let's get this underway. It is going to be Bind, and we have Magic Ninja here to help with commentating.
Hey guys, it's me again. I'm here doing play-by-play Magic Ninja 107 in the booth, of course, with Clodon as well. And it's a pretty standard Bind setup for Marietta Pioneers here, obviously. The Breach, really good. We've been drilling this map a lot in practice, so I'm very happy to see what will happen with this. I'm surprised OPNees is going to pick Clove over Omen, but Clove is not a hot take on this map.
Yeah, we talked about it in the booth last time, how OPNees is so good with those teleports, using the reposition, clutch up rounds, and get a lot of kills off of it, but a thing that we'll also see is Morningside also with a double initiator setup like they did last game.
And there we go, the Gecko coming out on Bind. That's the one I usually play on Bind, so Gecko and Fade. Fade for Morningstar. That's an interesting pick. But this is going to be the second map, and the Pioneers cannot let up here. They have to bring this home.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what they've got. They certainly have momentum on their side with such a dominant win last game, and I'm thinking they're going to go towards A side.
Yep. Clove OPNees with the spike here. Going to go up Showers Control. Already making contact with the Fade and the Brimstone. Some shots being traded there. Nile also trying to pepper some shots. Will not get it. OPNees going to start to push up here. And yeah, they're pushed back. They don't know where the Brimstone is, though. I think they're not in the corner, though. So here we go. They're executing this really quickly. The Eye only slowing them down temporarily. OPNees going to take one down. Overheal there, and the plant's going to go down. Nile missing a few shots and is going to be caught out on this. Austin cleaning up the mess there. Nile gonna get one more. Great picks from Austin to make this a 4v1. And now they're just gonna spread out and find him. OPNees going down to the Cypher, but it's over. It's over. It's a little bit over for the Cypher here as the comms have already been made to his position. There we go. One of the abilities of Clove is her ability to smoke even while dead, which makes her a great asset to the team. Austin missing the nade there, but I don't think it's going to matter here as that's going to be not enough time for the spike to go up, and the spike's going to explode here. 1-0, Marietta College.
Yeah, it got a little close at the end there. We saw two members from Marietta be very low on HP. They were actually like a one-tap if the sniper was able to shoot him. But thanks to that smoke, he wasn't really able to make much of a play, especially since it was a 3 versus 1. He didn't know. Maybe all three of them were looking at that smoke, and as soon as he comes out, he gets completely destroyed. But
yeah, I was very interested to see the early fight to see if they would get picked off. But they just did what they could do in that early fight. And you know what? It's still 1-0. So second round. Hopefully the second round. They're going to push up to hookah here. It's a 2 hookah, 3 long. And I believe that's a Marshall shot. That is a Marshall shot going out. Pelican going to use the aftershock in the corner to clear it. Going to find nothing, but that's going to be Cypher Util being spent here. OPNees setting up his smokes. And they're pre-firing corners. He's gonna get noted by the trip. Nile's dashing in here. Already trying to take some contact. Nile with the no-scope. Gonna get him down. Nile swapping to the bucket. It's finally gonna take Flamingo to take him down. Just running and gunning. Again, McLovin running and gunning. And Austin. And is now a 3v2. Austin putting the bomb buddy out. Gonna note where the Gecko is. The Fade Eye is going to be broken. And as you can see here, Marietta is playing with a lot of crossfires set up. They're not going to peek without getting traded. And speaking of a pick, how about McLovin again? A 3K. He is hot right now.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't even really have to clutch that time, but if he was the last player left, he certainly would have done it on his own. We saw a lot of that from him last game, and Marietta really playing off each other well, especially we saw Nihil immediately, as soon as he saw his teammate getting shot by the Cypher, he ran in, he was like, oh, take him down, don't worry.
With this Marshall, the no-scope, and then picking up the Sheriff off the ground, the full load the gun animation, and then a fire, and he's still going to get it. I got the pick that round. So, again, dropping the spike here. I believe this might be a default for Marietta, as the spike's going to just chill over by mid. Now going to spot the fade out. Pepper, her getting one shot off, 55 to the fade. The fade a little worse for Ware here. This is a bonus round for Marietta. So if they can keep their guns and economy, then they can full buy next round. A smoke going to be contested with Nile. Brimstone Molly already spent. Nile getting out of there barely with his life. And again, the round has slowed. Austin with the Marshall. And Clove, the smoke's going down. But this is going to be a fake. What a great play here from Marietta. Round slowed down again. He's going to get... Niall's going to spot the Gecko. And he's just going to get out of there. Going to get tagged up. 51 damage. A little worse for the Ware again. McLovin pushed up. Showers. This is a great play from the Pioneers here, because if they want to rotate this B and they can go through TP, then that means that they're going to have somebody there. Pelican going to get taken down by the Ares. Going to find the trip. That is, again, a trip that is a very standard Cypher trip. Cypher Cam going to reveal OP knees, and he's just going to hop to the plant spot. 13 seconds, and that's going to be enough time to get the plant down. Austin gonna get full blind, gonna spend both of his satchels, and yeah, it's gonna be McLovin again here on the lurk, the late flank. Will he clutch? He's gonna get the brimstone, has to run and gun and get out of there. And that's gonna just be unfortunate there, just Ares run and gun. And yeah, no, in the latest patch, they fixed the ADS speeds on the LMGs, so I'm not surprised to see that. Did they drop a Vandal? I think Morningstar accidentally dropped a Vandal on the ground.
That would be a bit unfortunate for them. They're going to want to keep their money as much as they can, but that round, MSI Rocky definitely went huge. Even, like, despite he got a 4K, he almost aced that round, but he actually stalled Marietta for so long as they were doing that rotate over towards B site that the rest of the team was able to come over and just completely destroy Marietta as they were already at the number system.
A great match on both sides. Some mechanical skill being shown from both sides. And this is a great game right now. 2-1. Oh, Niall's gonna take an early fight and gonna get a pick in showers, excuse me. I believe that is a TP. Gonna be spammed through. McLovin gonna get Bean Bun down. McLovin cannot be stopped right now. Gonna fake the plant. OP needs Pelican going down. And he's just in a bunch of smokes, and he's gonna get spammed through. It's just up to Niall and Austin here on really low HP, and the Ares is gonna catch him. They know apparently he knows exactly where Niall is. He's just gonna watch flank, watch sight, and he's gonna get taken down.
Yeah, unfortunately we saw in Merida, they had a numbers advantage pushing into lamps, and it all went wrong as soon as they did that. Especially, they were trying to get a plant down in the smoke, but I'm guessing that while he was planting, he was actually like being able to be seen because maybe his arms were sticking out of the smoke, maybe the spike was sticking out of smoke a little bit, and he got sprayed down because of that.
Yeah, or it was just a lucky spray. You don't know how with the Valorant RNG with Valorant timing. Oh, brother, Valorant timing. But that's a topic for another time. Right now, it is round 5. 2-2. And I believe it's going to be a slow push for going up long. Niall, the knive's going to be spent here. Knive's going to be invested. So this is going to be... It is a slow round here. McLovin doing what Sentinels do and flanking. Already the Gecko Flash going to be noted and taken down. OP is going to get taken down and back like he never left. Now he has to go find a pick or he will die. So OP is just going to run into the fire and the flames. Austin going to team kill him by accident. And also going to get the Cypher. So it is a 1-for-1 trade here. And Marietta does have the numbers advantage. Niall going to grab an upgrade here. Austin going to pick off the Gecko. And it is now a 4v2. The knife still being spent. Austin has the showstopper online as well. So Niall probably going to take a more aggressive angle with those knives. And he's just going to get timing there. And Austin's going to come to clean up. Gonna just barely see the Razor's shoulder. Fade. Util coming through. McLovin gonna take down the Rays. Pelican gonna also drop, but Austin's gonna clean up the mess there as well. And there you go, the Arcane 2.0 skin bundle as well.
Yeah, I mean, the key thing was we saw M-Side Rocky. He's been doing pretty good in these rounds, but in that round, he felt it, and he came in with an early peak. He was able to take out one from Marietta, but because he died, it made it so much easier for Marietta to push on site, and after that, the rest of the team wasn't quite prepared to retake the site after Cypher was gone, so Marietta was able to take advantage of that pretty well.
Yeah, the Cypher trip's going down. When he dies, all stall potential gone. And of course, again, it's going to be a B hit, and McLovin just going to stay there, make noise. Camera going to be broken. They're just going to play this one very smart, very slow. Nile in the front, the duelist. A Cypher cage going to be spent here. That's going to be audio, and Pelican's going to get another orb for his ult. And you know, there we go. The orbital ray going down. He's gonna get taken down. Pixel's gonna get Pelican. The kill feed lineup. OBN's getting two. Now gonna get taken down by the classic of the Gecko. And the ult on the Neural Theft gonna be spent. Austin with an unfortunate spray there. OBN's gonna clean up the mess. And it is just down. Oh, Flamingo getting OP knees with the nade. But that's all the information that he needs. There you go. The Bulldog has a unique ability. When you aim down sights, it's a 4-round burst. I believe that is what took him down there. So, what a great play from Flamingo. But what a strong execute from Marietta.
Yeah, I think the main thing, Austin's nade, so the way the nade works is it can actually explode Cypher utility. I'm not sure if that's what they were going for, but if they were able to explode the Cypher trips and potentially even the smoke that's already put down on the site before it goes off, they can have a much faster execute when they actually go for it. So we'll see if Austin tries to make use of that in later rounds, but this time they'll pivot towards A site.
I believe, yes, this is going to be probably a default save round for Marietta here. The economy looking in bad shape. 3-3. Close this time. And you know what? OPN's gonna get noted by that. Some util being spent here. The nade, the snare, gonna get OPNs. But I also kind of think that's what they want. The eye also gonna be invested. The nade is out of Raze's arsenal now, but that is also the showstopper. Nile poised up showers here. He hears a few shots. It's all in the timing. Oh, he's barely gonna spot the Gecko, and he's gonna equip the dash, and he's gonna get the raid. Not gonna get the raise, but now gonna get taken down, and that's the call for Marietta to rotate. Gonna see the trip. Austin gonna get hit by the trip, and they believe they know where he is. McLovin, the stinger, probably a gun with a really weird spray pattern. Also, excuse me, fires the fastest, and that's going to be a teleporter. Austin coming out with the rocket launcher. He's just waiting. He's going to get two with the rocket launcher. Colorful kills, as Rays would say. Great job there from Austin. Pixel's going to get him. He's going to get detained by Thrash, I believe. Yeah, oh, the Brimstone. And it's just going to be a little too much for Pelican. Caught out there with his Thunder, with his fault line, excuse me. Yeah,
Marietta had a very good chance to win that round after Austin caught the people in the teleport with his ultimate. A very good use of that, and they opened the teleporter to get instantly blown up.
Yeah, colorful kill there.
One of them was caught by, I think, a Gecko ultimate, and so he couldn't do anything, and his teammate wasn't in a great position to protect him, and Austin was on his own at Hookah. They were all kind of separated, and unfortunately, because of that, Morningside was able to take back the site and deny Marietta the round.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate round there. That is how fast this game happens. I didn't even know that the Gecko ultimate was spent. But 3 of 8 here. The only online Neural Theft from Morningstar's Cypher. Gonna use that util to clear that out. That's clear. And it's just like Siege. It's room by room. Nile gonna take down the Cypher. Pelican gonna take down the Gecko. Gonna get traded out. But that's all Nile needs to know. the grenade going through, the decay going through, just the util dump of defenders spawn. Nile taking an aggressive position along with McLovin here. This is what we call a head glitch spot. He's gonna get noted by the boom bot. I gotta get invested. Shot immediately. Austin gonna get taken down. As well as McLovin on a crossfire. Nile getting 2. They lined up. They lined up for him. What the heck? And that's just gonna be all OP knees, and he's gonna just dump the whole magazine onto that. Okay. So what great picks from Nile there.
Yeah, I think a key thing is they've been completely shutting down M-Side Rocky. I don't think he's gotten a kill in the past couple 4 rounds. I mean, not to call him out or anything, but we've seen Marietta constantly call out that he's going to be in Garden. They get that kill early, and then they have B-Site, and there's only like one other person there. So it makes the site very available for them.
Yeah, uncomfortable retakes. They're forcing Morningside to have uncomfortable retakes when they get that much map control. And they're just going to go back to B. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. McLovin going to flank. Lurk here, and he's not going to invest the util. He has Rolling Thunder. Just waiting for the call, and there we go. It's going to be spent. Let's go, and that's going to be the execution call for Marietta. Brimstone gonna invest both his Molly and his combat stim, and it's just gonna be a dead body right there. Dead on arrival. The eye is gonna get taken down as well. OP Knees does have his ultimate, not dead yet. And he's not gonna get snared there. McLovin, oh, what a flank here. Oh, this would be insane. He's just holding elbow. Austin gonna get one. And the Ray's gonna get also spotted. Fatal's gonna get spotted, and that's a flawless from Marietta, not letting up off the gas pedal. Great round.
Yeah, great turnaround for them, especially their economy was actually in a very dangerous spot. If they lost either of those rounds, they actually would have been broke going into the next one. So huge turnaround for Marietta, and especially after Morningside pulled up a bit of a different strategy. We were able to catch it, but there was 3 players pushing all the way from A over towards B from Morningside to try and flank Marietta, but they got cut out early. And so their surprise was completely countered. And that's why we saw McLovin push up all the way into the defender spawn and see nobody. It's because all 3 were trying to push up on the flank of Marietta.
Yeah, flanks usually are a one-time thing. Unless your opponent is not ready for it, you kind of have to use it when they're not expecting it. Obviously, they did do that there. It was a great play from Morningside, but Marietta able to shut it down. A timeout here, done here for the defenders. Each team gets two per game. So yes. There was confusion about that in an earlier match that we had, and we got that cleared up. So they're gonna pivot to A here. Probably it's going to be a pretty standard push here for Marietta. Probably 2 showers. Cypher going to get the spike this time. Probably 4 ult points. Yeah. And Nile is one to ult. Some powerful ults. And they're just going to spam the spike. They're just going to spam the place where they heard it. And that's a great play from... That's a great play from OP. He's going to use his ult immediately. Going to get a pick, and he's back in it. He's back in it, refreshing. And he's going to get taken down. OP is going to get taken down. McLovin going to get taken down. Nile going to get 2. And now it is a 3v2. Breach with the spike. Going to plant it. Excuse me. Nile going to get 3 here. And oh my gosh, Nile is getting away with murder right now. And Pelican going to get taken down. And it's just, he knows exactly where they are. The Neural Theft gonna reveal their positions, and again, the smokes from death, a great tool for the defenders. And Austin gonna spend a satchel just to see if there's somebody there. Not gonna be there. And I believe this Cypher is just going to save. Excuse me, no, Nile not gonna let that happen. A 4K, great round. Wow, Nile is popping off. The whole team seems to be coming alive now.
Yeah, and Nihil, like you said, he's certainly leading the charge, especially after that 4K, expressing his kill lead a little bit more. But I think for Morningside, it was a complete counter. We saw them, how I was talking about how they all ran from A over towards B last time. It looks like they're trying to do something similar by running up in the showers early, and they actually got a kill early, but unfortunately, they had to run back on site, and Marietta was able to capitalize on them being out of position, and they were able to take a kill lead because of that.
And obviously not not taking down not finishing off OP knees when he wasn't all giving him the free pick, and they're gonna also just call that Niall gonna get flashed, but he is going to destroy the Cypher Trips here. And it's Pixels taking down Nihil. It's Rocky taking down Pelican. Austin gonna come in, flying in with the satchels. He's not gonna check tube. And he's gonna get... Yep, no, that's gonna be a overheal. He has overheal. OPN's gonna get 1. He's gonna have to probably play for picks here. Well, it's OPN's not a stranger to pressure, not a stranger to a 1v2. But he's gonna have to play this very, very smart. 40 seconds left in the round. Oh, he's gonna get 1. Great crosshair placement there. Will he get the second?
30 seconds left.
He's gonna pick the plant, and he's just gonna be unable to get that unfortunate spray there from OPN's.
That could have been a huge clutch. We've been talking about McLovin doing it last game. OPN's could have made it his own thing if he got that kill, but unfortunately he wasn't able to make it happen. And Marietta still not in too bad a spot here as they'll go into the 12th round. I'm making sure I'm doing my math right. With a full buy, so they'll be fine. Of course, Morningside is going to have their own full buy to work with, and we'll see Marietta decide to switch it back up again, head over towards A site.
The same 2 people, OPN's and Jet and Nile in showers, but that time OPN's going to use the metal early to deny early showers control. And there we go, the smoke from Brimstone to try and delay a push. Smoke's coming out, and this is the execute from A side. Austin going to lamps. Flamingo gonna take Nile down. Oh, what a flick from Austin to get him down. And I think the Raise nade getting thrown going into the teleporter. What a great. I don't think that was meant to happen. The Thrash gonna get 1, and I think that's Austin getting thrashed. OPD's gonna take down Flamingo. Austin getting taken down, yes. From the Thrash. OPD is gonna pick up the Vandal as well. Pick up the Vandal. Pelican taking a bit of an aggressive angle here. They're not having the man advantage. Pelican gonna get 1, gonna get 2, making it a 2v1. The decision to peek together, a great one. As now it is a 2v1, and the OPD is gonna spam the spike. Now it is a 1v1. The mind games coming into play here. It takes 3.5 seconds to half it, but OPN's gonna get taken down this round. Unable to stall long enough, but what a great round. What a great game in general.
Yeah, that was pretty chaotic. We saw the Raise nade go to the teleport. That was just so funny to me. But I think it was really actually, anyone could have won that round, especially after Pelican's aggressive play to even out the numbers for Marietta, and they actually had a bit of an advantage. If they had played together maybe just a little bit closer, they could have put out a clutch against Inside Rocky, but that's alright. We'll see them reset 6-6. It's basically a new half and a new game altogether.
The trades, the refrags coming in for Marietta in these past few rounds, very, very great. A very, very solid performance. Austin stepping up as well.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that Morningside changed up, we saw early brim smokes before. We didn't really see that, and that denied Marietta vision before they ran into sight. But we'll see what tactics they come up with for attack. See, McLovin doesn't see anything, and his teammate is going to run over towards A site just in case. They are in fact over towards that site.
There's the Fade Eye, and I believe the Metal is the only util from Marietta that will be spent here early to deny Showers control. OPD's gonna catch the Raise out, gonna have to give up lamps. And there you go, the Gecko the wingman, gonna plant the spike, and the aftershock gonna be just a little late. OPD's gonna get taken down, but not after tagging. The Gecko Dizzy going to get 3, Niall gonna get 1, Pelican gonna get Cypher, Austin gonna get 1, and they're just playing together. This is what we were talking about. This is what you were talking about earlier, Corey.
Yeah.
Hold on.
They are making great use of playing together on these retakes, taking a book out of Nazareth.
And Niall gonna get taken down by the Brimmo. Oh, this, yeah, it was half. I was about to say, I heard the spike starting to speed up the tick, and I'm like, I hope they halved it, at least.
Yeah.
Great round for Marietta there.
There was a little bit of a miscommunication. Someone, I don't know who, was a little bit pushed up too far on lamps alone, but altogether, Marietta were clear, concise in their communications, I bet, as they communicated well, worked together well to take back the site as a unit and take advantage of Morningside being a little bit separated after they got the plan down.
Yeah. Great retake. Not a retake, excuse me. A great round from Marietta there as well. So they're going to do a 3-2 split again. Pretty standard. Austin with the Marshall here. And that's a one-way from OP Knees to just see if we can get anything here. And Austin's going to look at top of box here to see if we can get something. And that's going to be a note here from OP Knees with the Marshall as well. What a great util combo there. Almost getting him. The Haunt's going to reveal him. What a great util combination. And that Brimstone just running with the Molly out. The trap wire going to get triggered. And the Boombot going to go off as well. Ooh. Oh, geez. Flamingo getting McLovin with the judge. And now it's just down to Austin and Pelican. They have to play together. Oh, Flamingo. That is the judge. The judge, a very hard gun to play against and a thrifty for the attackers.
Yeah, that was really tough for Marietta. After Nihil died, it was just McLovin on site. Of course, he's a Sentinel, but he's also getting pushed by 5 people, so it's a bit tough for you to stop. And we saw him get hit by that classic fade and raise a util combo that will typically get a kill. Thankfully, McLovin was able to dodge it, but he got ran down on site. There wasn't much he could do on his own. We'll see Marietta take a bit of a different approach. Nihil will be over towards Hookah, and Austin will be running up into Haven to hold down A site with the rest of the team.
Yeah, great. Obviously, oh, Nihil gonna get one. Fire a shot off. Not gonna get one. He's gonna note one, excuse me. Fire a shot off, dashing away quickly. But the camera's gonna note 2. This is a B push. I believe Marietta, yeah, gonna start rotating over. And they're just waiting, obviously waiting for that combination. Nihil almost getting him. Gonna destroy that. Gonna get dizzy. And get the trap wire's gonna get triggered from the raise. OPD is gonna take him down. Gonna get 1. Nihil gonna get taken down. And OPD's also gonna get taken down. And I believe that was an attempted shorty kill there, but it's just gonna be it's gonna be Rage there, and it's just out of Pelican in a 1v4. He has been in this situation before. He's gonna note 1 from the aftershock. Pelican gonna get 1, and it's just, that is what we're talking about. Refragging, playing together, as you saw there. Pixels able to get Pelican on the reload because of the comm. Yep, and McLovin gonna take a time out here to slow down and reset.
Yeah, it's very tough for Marietta when the opponents, Morningstar, are all just running onto site and completely overwhelming them. There's only 2 people on site, and their utility isn't holding them off as much as they would like it to. So I'm guessing Marietta might try and play back and just play for a full retake on one of the sites. Or maybe they'll come up with some kind of new strategy where they go on the flank like Morningstar did, or yeah. Morningstar. I keep getting confused, but maybe they'll try and pull out a flank. They certainly have some creative tactics we've seen in the past, so I'm excited to see what they come out with.
Yeah, this is going to be a great, obviously 7-8, both sides trading blows, rounds going to each side. This is a great match, and it's obviously pushing the players past limits on both sides. So
And this is a pretty crucial round for Merida because they will be able to buy this round. Of course, part of the last time they got stomped was because they had pistols.
Yeah,
So it's a little bit tough to play against rifles and judges and everything coming.
Unless you're tens, you cannot really make a sheriff. You cannot beat an op if you have a sheriff unless you're tens.
But we'll see them position over towards B side a little bit more. Austin's still gonna play up there in Haven. He likes having a nice wide view of sight, as I'm thinking Merida's going to try and take a little bit of space early to try and determine where Morningside are, as they see a little bit coming out. Austin has a site on his own.
Yep, it's going to be B. Niall going to get taken. Now going to go up quickly. It's going to be a 3-4-1 here, and it's a 4v2. They're going to get 3 kills, and Pelican going to get 1 as well, and just back out. Everybody backing up as the spike was down, and now they have the numbers advantage. Austin anchoring as they may rotate here.
Yeah, that early push from Marietta caught Morningside off guard. They were all still back. They weren't even ready to make a push yet. And now it'll be down to the raise and fade. Of course, they have their combo of utility, but I'm not sure if they already used it. We'll get to find out if they execute onto a site.
Austin pushed up. In lamps, Pelican gonna get a second here. Openy's just tapping to see if he can get something. Anything. Austin gonna go through the teleporter and get him. First we saw the Raze nade go through the teleporter, now we see Raze herself go through the teleporter and get a kill.
Yeah, and great utility usage from his teammate OP Knees as well, getting that vulnerable. I'm pretty sure that hit the enemy Raze there, so great way to turn things around for Marietta, as they'll take a bit of a similar strategy, 2 towards A, 3 over on B, and an early push probably going to come out from Nihil and a Pelican, but we'll get to see if they actually find anybody. Maybe Morningside will go towards A this time.
Yep. Obviously, they have to be careful of the flanks here as well, very aware of it. And they're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna push up early, and they're not gonna find anything, which means that comms are gonna be made that it may be an A execute, unless it's a delay. Niall gonna get taken, gonna tag, but going to get the knives. Yep, that's gonna be A. As there's pressure on site, it is a 5v4, and it's Austin gonna get taken down. OP Knees through the smoke spam. Great job. Pelican gonna get taken down. Niall gonna trade out a 3v2. McLovin getting pixels. McLovin getting a second. Wow, McLovin popping off, making it 9-8. I'm pretty sure McLovin should have taken the spike there for defuse, but hey. With the way he's getting kills, I don't think he needs the spike defuse alt point there.
Yeah, potentially McLovin getting a second win.
There you go, the second timeout, the second and final for Morningstar.
Yeah.
Wow, what a round.
They're trying to turn around Merida's early momentum, and potentially their coach or somebody was like, hey, I'm pretty sure that is the coach that actually just called it, but maybe they're like, hey, Merida's doing this, we got to figure out some way to counter. Maybe they're noticing something wrong from Morningside. Of course, Merida's been playing a lot more aggressively, and it's been working out for them, especially with Nihil leading the charge with his teammate Pelican. They're able to take lots of space together. My point will be reinforced by Nihil being up 22-12.
But also, like you said before, Clodon, the playing together, the refrags, not letting a kill go untraded. In that last exchange, even though there were 2 Marietta players taken down, there was also 1 Morningstar player getting taken down as well. So it was a 5v4 going into the site. It ended up being a 4. My math not mathing right now. So the point is that they were playing together. They played great as a team there, and that's what is winning them these rounds. These refrags are huge. And here we're gonna see, again, like you said,
especially we'll see them push up again. Nihil and his teammate Pelican pushing up with the flash. Doesn't see anybody quite yet. Morningside potentially playing back. Yep, there it is.
Niall with 2.
He denies it with a double kill. Looking for a third. He got
a third.
Here comes the ace, Nihil. I'm building up the hype for it. You got 3 headshots already. You only need 2 more. Not sure where they are though.
Us in the booth. We won it. Niall with full util. Pelican with ult as well, and it's just going to be a hold here. They really don't have to do anything. And I know Niall's hungry for an ace here. He's had plenty of 4Ks, plenty of 3Ks. He wants the ace. Oh, yep, there you go. The Cypher Cam going out B, and it's Austin alone on site. Niall and Pelican gonna flank here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Austin's going to try and wait for his teammates and not be too aggressive while they come over.
Yeah, he's going to spam smoke as well. The camera not getting anything. This is going to be interesting. Is Niall and Pelican. Niall getting taken down after a 3K. Pelican getting caught out with the aftershock. Again, a 3v2. And that is an ult from the Cypher. The Neuro Theft certainly going to shake up the round a little bit here. As that is pushed, as that has slowed the round down. 20 seconds, though. I didn't even see the clock.
Yeah, it's getting dangerous for Morningside, but it looks like they're going to get the plan off as McLovin's going to wait for his teammates to come over.
Smart play there. As they're going to wait, as there is Thrash. Gecko does have Thrash available. OP knees and Austin playing together. Clearing lamps. McLovin going to get the Cypher. Cypher for Cypher trade. Austin going to tag up, but not trade. Is McLovin going to come here? The Gecko has repositioned, excuse me. Probably up lamps, just waiting. Waiting for the Thrash to be used. He's gonna go get him, but he will not. I don't think he's gonna have enough time.
This is
No, he doesn't have enough time. He's gonna try and get out of the teleporter.
He's gonna get out. What a great! He just ran to the Gecko. That is something I myself, as I play Gecko, I have learned very, very the hard way many times. Is that you have to be in a safe position, or kind of have somebody to have the Thrash, or just detain the person entirely. Because if that person just runs at you, you're kind of helpless unless you cancel it.
Yeah, and that was a bit of an unfortunate round for Marietta. I think it was 4 or 5 versus 2, and they unfortunately lost that with their aggressive pushing. Maybe they should have played a little bit back, but we'll see if they adapt to it as the play up. Another thing to note, Morningside used 2 ultimates in that round.
The showstopper, the only one left. Pelican gonna get one. Niall gonna get one, as they're gonna get early picks to deny this. The Rays going down as well. Pelican getting 2 there.
Wow.
Oh, what a round. Like you said they should probably play back, Konan.
I was talking about after, they got all of those great 3K kills at the start, but we'll see McLovin and Austin. They're pushed up into enemy territory, hiding behind a Cypher trip that's making a heck of a lot of noise.
Yeah.
They're standing right next to it.
Sounds like a microwave, man. McLovin's just holding that, just like, when should we destroy this Cypher trip?
And Austin's checking his back, making sure nobody's sneaking up on him. They don't know.
They do not. They have trips on B site as well. So this could be. Morningstar has the ability to fully rotate through their spawn and go B. But it might not be without punishment. Is Austin might sense this. So Peony's going to get the Gecko. And Niall just going to clean up the rest. Great round there. A flawless round for Marietta. The only flashy thing they did there was the 3 kills at the beginning, and then they just held. That was a great round from Marietta.
Yeah, last time we saw M-Side Rocky get 2 kills with a Marshall because he was figuring, I guess, that Marietta was going to push up on him. And because Marietta didn't push, Morningside was forced to push out, and Marietta had them locked down into this little cubby that they had to work with. So great advantage for Marietta to take advantage of, as we'll see them push up out of Hookah, Nihil, and Pelican. The classic push, the classic team coming out. They don't see anybody immediately.
Yep, the breach flash, one of the hardest to dodge in the game. And they're going to note, that's going to be audio. Niall going to note the audio. Pelican going to take a bit of a wide angle here, as that was just some Cypher util being used. A few ghost shots. McLovin going to note one as well. He's just going to get out, as this may be a B execute. The round slowing down. 1 minute remains.
And it's definitely slowing down. Morningside taking a bit more of a passive approach, trying to take advantage of Marietta being aggressive, but Marietta's aware they're playing a little bit more careful this time, waiting for Morningside to peek out and playing some maybe unexpected lurk angles.
Yep, so here we go. The Fade Eye going in, going to be spent. OPN's, Austin gonna get taken down. OPN's probably having to give up a little bit of showers control. Gonna get that. Just gonna get. Ooh, that was a little bit overkill. Now they're just gonna chase OPN's down. That is the Clove player's worst nightmare. The whole enemy team seeing you. And that's gonna be breach ult for retake. Flamingo gonna get taken down by McLovin. The Cypher ult. And it's just gonna be 2 with the aftershock.
Dude, I think they were stunned, so when you're stunned, you have a much slower move speed, and the aftershock was perfectly on them so that they couldn't move out of the way. Great util from Marietta, especially from Pelican, to win the round.
What? I have never seen two aftershock kills like that. And Nihil, again, playing aggressive here. He's gonna invest the op here. This is gonna be a treat to watch. But wow, what a round. Again, just the util usage. Playing off of each other is winning them these rounds.
Yeah, potentially they had that play planned from the beginning because we saw the Cypher ultimate ping where they were, and because of that, Pelican was able to aim his ult really well to catch them with it. And we'll see them split up a little bit. Nihil is going to try and get an early op angle, try and hold down an entire side of long.
And they have to respect that. Morningstar has to respect the operator's power. Morningside. I keep saying Morningstar.
They don't respect it, and then...
Yeah, that's what happens when you disrespect someone with good aim and an op there. As that was just one. Austin gonna rotate as well as McLovin going to just be one. There's the Gecko Dizzy going to be noted. The Trapwire gonna be triggered, and Pelican just on site alone. The Gecko fully flashed there as well. The spike going down. And this is probably one of the worst. Austin gonna get one with the fire in the hole. We could not hear it as the ultimate. Actually, yes, no, there was not an audio issue. That was really what the ultimate does. If you get hit with it, it cuts every and all audio. McLovin getting up. Austin, we have seen a lot of kills from utility today.
Dude, that was such a good combo. I wasn't even thinking about it, but the OP Nice has this ability where they can throw an orb and it will essentially act like a vulnerable and they'll take double damage. And Austin threw the nade with that, so that raised nade actually did double damage to him, took out the person in lamps, and it was down to just one player from Morningside. And unfortunately, it wasn't much they could do, but fortunately for us, as we'll go up 12-9, match point for Marietta.
Yep. Great. We have seen, I don't know, how many kills with util is that now?
A lot.
A lot. Not counting the showstoppers. But I think I've ran out of fingers at this point. It's just been a great game. And you can tell Marietta is having fun here. That is one of the big things. Their mental is up right now. Oh, McLovin, you can't do that. Getting away. What a shot there. That is, wow. And that's going to be Brimstone Molly backside. And that's going to be a fast B push. And the nade going to miss a little bit. Oh, Niall playing up aggressively with the op. Oh, McLovin right there to refrag.
Yeah, Niall's going to be able to hold Kuka all on his own now. That operator is quite strong in the hands of someone with aim such as he has. And Morningside going to step back a little bit. They already invested in ultimate and they didn't get a kill out of it. They don't have much control of where they want to. OP Knees sees a smoke come out. Nihil finds an operator kill.
Again, they did not respect the op. You have to respect the op. Oof. Ooh, yeah, no, that's a pixel peak duel at that point, and he's going to back off 35 HP. Worse for the wear. The Gecko. There's the wingman. Austin, the spike is stranded on site. That is something you don't want to do as a Gecko player. Strand the spike. It's a 3v3 now. Austin, the lone holder on site. Here comes Thrash. Oye, monster on the loose. He's gonna put that down, thinking of trying to guess where that is going to be. And Austin's going to get detained. OPN's just holding that. And Cypher, the neural theft. They're gonna have to play this smartly. They're gonna have to play this quickly. 9-12 here. And they're swinging together. Obviously heard audio. OPN's getting them down. And it's gonna be another one. OPN's, will he
Clutch.
He's gonna clutch it!
A 3-kill. OP knees is just OP. Jeez, we have to find a better joke with this.
We've been talking about how several rounds it was on OP Knees' hands and just not able to clutch it out. But when the moment came, he was able to clutch it out and secure the win for the Pioneers.
Steel. Great game. OP knees ending it for a 2-0 performance here from the Pioneers, and I'm just gonna try to peek my head and kind of cramped.
Hello.
Right now. Hello.
But no, still, I mean, it's just a fantastic game for the Pirates. It was a lot more back and forth. So Morningside was definitely made a lot of adjustments from game one, and I think the Pioneers made quite a few mistakes sometimes. Some of those alt pushes. Excuse me. Someone's caught my throat. I swear, I'm fine. But I mean, it was several mistakes, but they were able to make adjustments. They were able to correct themselves, and we saw there. If we just look at the timeline here, like when it came to it at the end, Pioneers just won 4 rounds. Like actually, the last 7 rounds, they won 5 of the 7, so they're able to carry that momentum and take the series.
And obviously, playing together, the refrags. We keep saying it. Refrag, play together. It sounds like a broken record, but it works. And they use that a lot in this match to win it. It was a great showing from the Pioneers.
All right. Anything else you want to add here?
I just want to highlight, I mean, you talk about them like the typical normal play, you all trade off each other. We ended with a clutch, and we talked about so much with McLovin clutching up. I mean, a lot of players on Marietta, they did their own solo plays to stand out on the team as well.
Yeah,
I
think every single player had a clutch moment, whether it was the huge 3Ks from Nihil, whether it was the big ult from Pelican to set up the play, whether it was the ultimates from Austin and getting double picks to be able to secure rounds. Everyone had their moment during this series.
And obviously, Morningside, a great team pushing Marietta to his limits. And you saw it. Big players step up in big moments. And what a great game from both sides. We play some great opponents here.
Yep. All right, so the Pioneers do advance to the semifinals next week. We'll find out in the coming days who the opponent is, but let's take a quick break so we can get an interview with one of the players. So don't go away. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right, and welcome back. So, first of all, introduce yourself again to everyone who's watching here.
Everyone, I am Frenzy. I am the primary duelist for our team. I play ISO and Raze.
All right, so congratulations on your 2-0 victory over Morningside. So, first playoff win, how does that feel?
That was amazing. It was a great game. Both teams played really well. Thank you, Morningside, for the great game. You guys were awesome, so appreciate it.
All right. Now, we need to talk about kind of the past couple of games during the season, because you had a very tough loss against Nazareth, and then going up against Pace Cerulean was not in your favor. So what were some of the things you guys adjusted between now and then that helped attribute to your success tonight?
Sure. So we really just looked at what wasn't working. And what wasn't working was our coordination. We were really just kind of all over the place. people were taking a lot of solos, so we ran a lot of drills and we practiced our coordination, and I think it really showed through this game. Where we show moments where we're really coordinated and we're really using our utility together, which led us to multiple round victories.
Yeah, and I think there was a lot of talk about retakes once you plan, and we saw that in the first map that you guys did a phenomenal job when you planned the spike. Like, you guys had your specific angles, so that was well coordinated from you guys.
And big shout out to Drew, one of our players. He's one of our duelists. He's a fantastic shot caller. So really, that's mostly him for calling that. But we all played really well, and that again comes down to the drills and coordination that we practice.
Okay, so yeah, map 1, very well, 13-4, just a phenomenal play there. And then you go to map 2, a little back and forth here and there. Like, some things were great, some things were not so good. So, I mean, what was the conversations like during those very close moments?
Yeah, I mean, the conversations were tense. We were trying to figure out what to do, and one of our coach during the break recommended that we get aggressive. And so we ran with it, and we started making these aggressive plays, these blinds into mid, satcheling out into the corners, using the showstopper utility, using grenades, etc. And it really paid off. We had some flounders, but mostly that strategy seemed to work very well.
Yeah, and we noted during the stream that each and every one you had your clutch moment, that the big playmaker. So what would you say was your favorite moment during that series?
I only saw really one moment, and it was with me, but I 360'd and hit the Cypher in midair with the rocket, and turned around and nailed the guy in lamps.
Yeah, that was a very clutch play there. So you guys are now in the semifinals.
Very exciting.
And you may actually, if I remember correctly, let's just pull this up real quick. Because I think I remember I did post a bracket on our Discord. So if I remember correctly, let's see here. Give me a second because it's way up there. Okay. So, I mean, you guys are going to be playing against the winner of Nazareth and Clark Pride, and there's a very good chance you're going to have a rematch against Nazareth. So, what's going to be the game plan to prepare for that rematch?
Just a lot of practice, a lot of drills, a lot of working together, working on the synergy, and working on what didn't work against our battle against Nazareth.
Okay.
So definitely bring the heat.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say to everyone who's watching?
Well, of course, every time I say this, and I mean it, it really is you guys' support that means the world to us. We appreciate everyone who watches. It really makes a difference, and we really like seeing you here. Thanks again for tuning in for this awesome game, and just thank you for everyone.
All right, congratulations again. We can't wait to see you guys perform next week in the semifinals.
All right.
But that's going to be it for us today. As a reminder of our playoff schedule for the rest of the week, we will not have a stream tomorrow, but we'll be back on Wednesday because our Rainbow Six team also qualified for the playoffs, where they'll be playing against Arkansas State University at 8 o'clock. So please be sure to come back for that. But for all the latest updates with what's going on with Marietta College Esports, please be sure to follow us here on Twitch, X, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Shout outs to all of our supporters and shout outs to all of you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following and helping us hit our 800 follower goal. We truly appreciate it. Thank you for your subs. We just cannot thank you enough for your support and generosity, and we hope you have a great evening.